We all know animals can be cute, but they can also be deadly. Over on our sister channel, BBC Earth Lab, Greg has taken a long, hard look at what statistically is most likely to kill you. Luckily for us animal lovers, pet hamsters don't seem to pose much of a threat. When it comes to death by other creatures, the number of humans killing other humans are depressingly high, at nearly 500,000 per year worldwide. But if you were to meet your end at the hands or hooves of a non-human animal, which one is it most likely to be? I'm guessing that most people with their wits about them would run screaming from classic wildlife terrors like sharks, lions, and tigers. And while there's no denying that these ferocious predators are decidedly bad for your health, you might be surprised to learn that overall, you're at relatively little risk from them. In fact, you're more likely to be killed by a toppling vending machine than by a shark attack. Despite their bad reputation, sharks are only responsible for around 10 deaths per year worldwide, making them one of the most misunderstood creatures out there. You're actually 50 times more likely to be killed by a hippopotamus. And while this might sound silly, hippos are considered Africa's most dangerous land mammal. They're massively territorial, and although they weigh as much as a family car, they're surprisingly agile both in and out of the water. That and their brutally fierce bite contributes to around 500 human deaths every year. But if you're looking for the real animal villains, chances are they're a lot closer to home. We're surrounded by domestic and seemingly docile animals, and it's our proximity to them that's the real killer. Vast numbers of deer sharing the highways with speeding cars result in thousands of fatal crashes annually, while our close daily dealings with horses and cows significantly increases their risk factor. And one of the biggest killers worldwide is none other than man's best friend. Dogs are responsible for around 25,000 deaths worldwide each year, and these murderous mutts kill through a combination of aggressive attacks and rabies infection. In Asia and Africa, canines are the most abundant carriers of rabies, and if they bite you, you can expect an uncomfortable death as the disease stops you being able to breathe or salivate properly, meaning you literally drown in your own spit. Lovely. As a result, dog-related mortality is greatest where there are lots of stray infected pooches. But developed countries don't get off completely scot-free. In the UK alone, around 4 people are killed by dogs every year. In fact, your likelihood of dying thanks to animals depends massively on where you are in the world. Even though Australia has got itself a reputation of being full of deadly creatures, only 1 death in every 400,000 or so is caused by the local wildlife. You're nearly 5 times more likely to be killed by an animal in Southeast Asia, and in Africa, roughly 1 in every 2,000 deaths can be attributed to an animal of some description. Topping the lists on most of these continents are snakes. Fear of snakes is not rare, and it seems particularly justified when fearing for your life in the wild. Many snakes are dangerously venomous, delivering a powerful chemical straight into your bloodstream via viciously sharp fangs and a lightning-fast bite. Once the venom is in your blood, it can clot it and break down the blood cells, leading to a quick and painful death as your circulatory system grinds to a halt. So, between the puff adders and brown snakes and ocellated carpet vipers and Asian cobras, these slithery assassins kill around 50,000 people worldwide every year. But those numbers are just small fry compared to the small flies that are the real danger. The specific fly in question is the Anopheles mosquito. The tiny mozzie is just 1 centimetre long, but as a family are responsible for up to 1 million human deaths every year. Not long ago, I bravely offered myself up to a swarm of hungry mozzies to learn how they go about sucking our blood. Luckily for me, this particular swarm was infection-free, but that's not the case for many of the billions of suckers in the wild. They can carry a shocking array of fatal diseases, including dengue, yellow fever, the Zika virus, and of course, malaria. And by injecting these diseases straight into our blood with their straw-like proboscises, they bypass many of our body's defences, leading to quicker and more deadly infection. Mosquitoes can be found on every continent on Earth except Antarctica, and malaria is by far the biggest animal-related killer in Africa and worldwide. So, when you're next running from a charging hippopotamus, spare a thought for the stealthy assassin on your arm, which is much more likely to be the true cause of your demise. There are loads of other deadly animals out there, so do share your favourites in the comments below. If you want to learn more about how snake venom kills you, check out my experiment here. And to see me getting my blood sucked by 20 hungry mosquitoes, head over there. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like and subscribe and click the bell icon to be notified when we upload more.